Hi everyone, I'm Tao Tao from Susan's family. Today I'm bringing you the Celestial Peony Chi Pao from Chinese Aesthetics series. This dress is made of the front body, the back body, joining together. Adding the border. And buttons. First, crochet the front and back bodies separately. Then join them together. Then add the border. And finally sew on the buttons. The dress comes in different sizes, and the crochet method is almost identical. This tutorial uses the small size as an example. When we get to different positions, I'll explain them separately. Let's start with the front body, which is divided into the body and the chest piece. First, let's crochet the body. We will start from foundation chain, working back and forth in rows. The stitches used are chain and double crochet. By changing the position of double crochet and chain, we create an open work pattern. Now, let's show the demonstration. For easier watching, I'll use cotton yarn for this demonstration. The color is random. For specific yarn, color scheme and hook size, please refer to the detail page of our product and paper instructions. First, make foundation chain with corresponding number of stitches. Refer to the chart for specific stitch count. My sample has fewer starting chains. After casting on is done, let's work row 1. Make 3 chains to start. These 3 chains count as 1 double crochet, unless otherwise specified. 3 chains to start, always count as 1 double crochet. Then work 1 chain for the space. Note, the number of chains in the space varies by size. Please follow the chart. I'm using the small size as an example here. I won't repeat this later. Next, on the 7th chain from the hook, pick up the back loop and work a double crochet. Note, for other sizes, work on the 9th chain from the hook. After completing, work 2 chains for the space. Skip 2 stitches below. Next, for the medium size, continue to alternately work 2 chains and double crochets, skipping 2 stitches below. For the other 2 sizes, work 4 double crochets in a row, picking up the back loop of each chain stitch. After completing, work 2 chains. Then work 4 double crochets. Work 2 chains between each double crochet, skipping 2 stitches below. After completing, work 2 chains. Continue to alternately work 4 double crochets. with 2 chains between the double crochets. Skipping 2 stitches below. Refer to the chart to finish this row. After working the last chain stitch, then work 1 double crochet. Once done, row 1 is complete. We consider the right side of this row as the right side of the fabric, which is the side where the starting tail is on the left side. Next, let's crochet row 2. Start with 3 beginning chains. Turn the work piece. Then work 1 chain for the space. And work 1 double crochet in the adjacent double crochet. Note, after turning the work, the stitch is in the top left position. Work 2 chains. Then on the left side, across the 4 continuous double crochets, work 1 double crochet on each edge stitch. Work 2 chains in between. And continue to work a double crochet in the corresponding double crochet from the previous row, working 2 chains in between, until you finish this row. After finishing the last chain, work 1 double crochet into the beginning chain of the previous row. This completes row 2. Now let's crochet row 3. Make 3 chains to start. Turn the work. And work 1 chain as a space. Then, following the method from row 2, finish this row. Once done, row 3 is complete. Next, let's crochet row 4. Make 3 chains to start. Turn the work. And work 1 chain as a space. Then work 4 double crochets, with 2 chains between them. After that, work another 2 chains. Then work 4 double crochets in a row. Pay attention here, you also need to work 2 stitches into the chain space. Next, continue following the chart to finish this row. Once done, row 4 is complete. Now, everyone keep following the chart to crochet the crocheting method for the first 20 rows. It's almost the same as the first 4 rows, except the position of the 4 consecutive double crochets is different. Starting from row 21, by changing the position of the double crochets and chains, you'll form the corresponding pattern. The position of the changed stitches. Everyone follow the chart to crochet. Don't make any mistakes, so it won't affect the appearance. Later in the crocheting process, when you run into a situation where the yarn tail isn't long enough, and you need to join the yarn, I'll demonstrate the method of joining the yarn using a sample swatch here. For the yarn tail that needs joining, leave about 5 centimeters of length and tie a simple knot. Then place the knotted part on the wrong side of the piece. No need to deal with the yarn tails for now. Finally, weave them in along the texture on the wrong side. This is the method for joining the yarn. If you encounter a knot in a ball of yarn, cut the knot off, and then join the yarn using the method shown here. Next, everyone finish crocheting the body. Don't cut the yarn after finishing. That's it for the body. Next, let's learn how to crochet the chest piece. Continue from the yarn tail of the body. Keep crocheting upwards. Start by working back and forth. Then you'll need to crochet the left and right chest pieces separately. Here, left and right refer to how they are worn. The new stitch techniques used are double crochet increase, half double crochet, and 2 stitches together of a double crochet and a treble crochet, double crochet decrease, slip stitch, half double crochet increase, and single crochet. Now, let's show. I'll continue to demonstrate using a small sample. There is no pattern. Before working, let's carry the yarn across. Enlarge the loop. Remove the hook. Then pass the ball of yarn through the loop. Pull tight. Then turn the work. Draw the yarn through the corresponding double crochet. Loosen the carried yarn slightly. This completes carrying the yarn across. Next, make 3 chains to start. Then crochet following the chart. Note: continue crocheting the pattern. Finish this row. After completing the corresponding stitch, this row is done. Leave the remaining stitches unworked. Next, continue to refer to the chart. Finish crocheting the last few rows back and forth. You will encounter double crochet increases later. To work this stitch, crochet into the same stitch, making 2 double crochets. That's a double crochet increase. Once completed, next, let's crochet the last row back and forth. Refer to the chart. First, crochet up to the half double crochet. After that, work the half double crochet. Yarn over, insert. Pull the yarn through. This is an incomplete half double crochet. Then yarn over and draw through all loops. This completes 1 half double crochet. When you come to a half double crochet decrease later, which is at the corresponding position, work an incomplete half double crochet in each, then yarn over and draw through all loops. When you encounter the corresponding stitches later, follow the demonstration here to crochet. After finishing, chain 2. Next, for the large size, continue crocheting following the chart. For the small and large sizes, work 4 single crochets in a row, working into the double crochet stitches and chain spaces respectively. After finishing, continue to crochet the rest of this row. This completes the last row of working back and forth. Next, you need to work the left and right front panels separately. Continue from the previous yarn tail. First, crochet the right front panel. Let's start with row 1. Make 3 chains to start. Turn the work. Then refer to the chart. Crochet all the way down to the last chain stitch. Once done, work a double crochet and treble crochet cluster. First, in the left chain space and on the stitch. Work an incomplete double crochet in each. Then, in the next chain space, work an incomplete treble crochet. To make an incomplete treble crochet, yarn over twice. Insert the hook. Pull the yarn through. Then yarn over. Draw through the first 2 loops. Repeat twice. This completes the incomplete treble crochet. Finally, yarn over and draw through all the loops. This completes the double crochet and treble crochet cluster. Row 1 is now done. Now let's work row 2. Make 3 chains to start. Turn the work. Then in the next chain space and on the stitch, work an incomplete double crochet in each. Then yarn over and draw through all the loops. Treat the beginning chain and the 2 incomplete stitches as a special double crochet and treble crochet cluster. In other words, the beginning chain doesn't count as a stitch. Next, continue following the chart to finish this row. Once done, row 2 is complete. Now, keep following the chart to finish crocheting the right front piece. Later on, for small and large sizes, you'll encounter treble crochets. That means in the corresponding position, work an incomplete treble crochet. Then yarn over and draw through all the loops. This is the method for treble crochet. For small and extra large sizes, you'll also see half double crochet increases. This stitch means working 2 half double crochets into the same stitch. When you come across a double crochet decrease, first work 2 incomplete double crochets. Then yarn over and draw through all the loops. This is the method for double crochet decrease. When you encounter a slip stitch, work 1 slip stitch in the corresponding position. Do not pull it too tight. For carrying the yarn across, just follow the same method as before. Now, refer to the chart, and finish crocheting the right chest piece. After finishing, chain 1 to secure, then leave a yarn tail and fasten off. Hide the yarn tail on the wrong side. You can actually hide a bit more of the tail. Next, let's crochet the left chest piece. First, join the yarn. Join the yarn in the second chain space from the left of the 4 consecutive double crochets. Then make 3 chains to start. Next, continue following the chart to finish this row. This completes the first row of the left chest piece. Now, continue referring to the chart, and finish crocheting the left chest piece as well. Once completed, make 1 chain to secure. Finally, fasten off the yarn and weave in ends. That finishes the left chest piece, and that finishes the chest pieces. Up to this point, the front body is done. Next, let's learn how to crochet the back body. It is also divided into the body and the chest pieces. The crocheting method is almost identical to the front body. When crocheting, you also need to crochet the pattern in the corresponding position. When you crochet the last few rows of the chest piece, you also need to work the left and right pieces separately. Once completed, leave a yarn tail, fasten off the yarn, and weave in ends. Now, refer to the chart, and complete it on your own. That finishes the back body. After both the front and back bodies are crocheted, let's move on to joining together. This part involves joining the shoulders, and joining the sides. Let's start by joining the shoulders, and then join the sides. When joining the shoulders, place the wrong side of the front body against the right side of the back body, meaning the patterns should face each other. Use the method of crocheting and joining as you go, connecting with slip stitches and chain stitches. Keep the right side facing out when joining. Start joining from either side. Here is the joining method for you. Let me demonstrate with a sample swatch. The method for joining at stitch positions. Align the corresponding positions to be joined with the right sides of the pieces facing out. On the front side, join the yarn above the first stitch on the right edge. If it's a stitch here, just insert the hook into the stitch. If it's a beginning chain, pick up the 2 loops of the chain stitch above the beginning chain to join the yarn. Then crochet a chain for transition. The number of chains here can be adjusted according to your preference. The more chains you make, the wider the joining position will be. Here on the sample swatch, I'm making 1 chain stitch. Join with a slip stitch into the first stitch on the edge of the back piece. Not too tight. You can also adjust the stitch technique for joining according to your preference. For example, switch to single crochet. Here on the sample swatch, I'm using slip stitches. Continue crocheting chains, going back to the front piece. Pick up a suitable position, which is roughly where you can reach. After finishing the chains, the more chains you make, the slightly larger the joining interval can be. Here on the sample swatch, I'm joining with an interval of 1 stitch. If the joining positions aren't on the same row, just pick a roughly suitable spot. As long as you ensure that after joining, the pieces meet evenly and lay flat. Continue crocheting chains and join at the corresponding position on the other side. Repeat this process, choosing suitable positions to join on the front and back pieces. Pay attention to joining the edges of the fabric as well, making sure they correspond. Finally, after completing the joining of the last 2 stitches on the edge, cut the yarn and weave in the ends. Weave in the starting yarn tail on the wrong side as well. Go ahead and complete this step. After the shoulder connection is done, use the same method to join the side seams of the body. The technique is the same, except here you insert the hook into the stitches along the side seams of the body. Also, pay attention. There are 2 options for the slit height here. The joining position is also different. You can choose based on your preference, or follow the chart to start joining at the corresponding row number. Now, go ahead and complete this part on your own. That covers the joining process. Next, let's learn how to crochet the edging. It includes crocheting the border around the body, and crocheting the edging around the armholes, and crocheting the neckline edging. Let's start with crocheting the border around the body. Crochet in rounds along the edges of the front and back bodies. Now, let's show. Here, I'll continue to demonstrate using a sample swatch. Position the starting point upwards, with the back body facing you. Then, attach the yarn in the chain space on the edge. Make 1 beginning chain. In the same stitch where you attached the yarn, work 1 single crochet. Next, for the small size, work 2 chains. For other sizes, refer to the pattern. After crocheting, work another single crochet in the next chain space. Chain 1. Next, for the small size, pick up the other 2 strands of the chain stitch to crochet. That is, in the same insertion point as the previous double crochet. Let's take a look. Here, along the chain spaces of the starting point, or pick up the other 2 strands of the chain stitch to crochet. Alternate chaining 1 and chaining 2 between the single crochets. Next, everyone continue following the chart. Complete the starting point of the back body. After finishing the chain space at the edge, chain 1 again. Then, on this chain corresponding to the turning chain, work another single crochet. That is, pick up 2 strands to crochet. After finishing, chain 1 again. Next, we reach the side seam. Work single crochets along the edge of each row, alternate chaining 1 and working 2 single crochets in between. After finishing, you'll reach the front body. Crochet using the same method. No need to chain between these 2 pieces. Next, using the same method, finish crocheting the side seams and the starting point. Once completed, join with a slip stitch to the first single crochet. Pull tight, leave a yarn tail, fasten off the yarn, and weave in ends. That completes the edging for the body. Next, let's crochet the edging for the armholes. The crocheting method for both armholes is identical. Both are crocheted in rounds along the armhole edge. Now, let's show. I'll continue to demonstrate using a sample swatch. Attach the yarn at the body joining position. Make 1 beginning chain. Work 1 single crochet in the same stitch. Then work 2 chains. Then crochet along the body. Wrap the yarn while crocheting. After finishing, crochet along the side of the front panel. Note, here, between the single crochets, the number of alternating chains is slightly different. Refer to the chart for crocheting. Continue to finish crocheting the armhole. After finishing, join with a slip stitch to the first single crochet. Fasten off the yarn and weave in ends. This completes the edging for one armhole. Using the same method, finish the edging on the other side. That concludes the armhole edging. Next, let's crochet the neckline edging. First work back and forth along the neckline, then crochet in rounds. Now, let's show. Let's start with row 1. Attach the yarn to the corresponding stitch on the right front panel. Make 1 beginning chain. Then work single crochets along the stitches or chain spaces. After finishing, reach the side, crochet along the chain spaces or stitches. If you encounter a cluster, just pick up the incomplete stitch and crochet. Note: wrap the strands when carrying the yarn across. Let's take a look at the placement of stitches for single crochet here. You can refer to the chart, or just insert the hook roughly, as long as the stitch count matches the chart, and the fabric is flat after finishing. After finishing, you reach the back panel position. Continue crocheting along the side and the corresponding row. After finishing, finish crocheting the left front panel position as well. Once done, row 1 is completed. Now let's work row 2. Make 3 chains to start. Then turn the work. This row is basically working a double crochet into each stitch in sequence. When you reach the middle position, work a double crochet decrease. Finish crocheting this row. Once done, row 2 is completed. Next, refer to the chart, and keep going until you finish the last row. After finishing, work the last round. Make 1 beginning chain, turn the work, then along the stitches of the previous row, alternate single crochets and chains. Pay attention, there is 1 stitch interval between each 2 SC. After finishing the last row position, continue crocheting along the side for the edging. Mindful, I have fewer rows here, and the number of chains between single crochets varies. Refer to the chart. My sample swatch has random stitches. Pay attention. Also work a stitch on the single crochet side. Pick up 1 to 2 threads from the side to crochet. After finishing, continue crocheting along the side of the front panel. After finishing, you reach the other side for the edging. First, work 1 single crochet on this single crochet side. Then chain 11. Then at the insertion point of this single crochet, work 1 slip stitch. The number of chains here can be adjusted according to your tension. After finishing, make sure it can pass through the button. My sample yarn is thicker, so the hole is larger. Chain 1. Continue to finish this side. After finishing, join with a slip stitch to the first single crochet, pull tight, leave a yarn tail, fasten off the yarn, and weave in ends. This completes the last round. That's all for the neckline edging. The edging is done here. Finally, let's sew on the buttons. Cut about 20 cm of yarn. Thread the needle. Sew the button at the corresponding position of the buttonhole. First, secure the yarn tail on the wrong side. Sew securely. After sewing, tie a knot on the wrong side and weave in ends. You can tie a few more knots. That's all for the buttons. Up to this point, the tutorial for this sweater is complete. If you encounter any issues while crocheting, unclear parts, don't hesitate to join our Facebook group to get supports. Susan's family, supporting your handwork experience, sharing the joy of life. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.